Dang it. Omniverse spam moves and only half the time they work. Welcome to the stream, anyone, by the way. Fine with me. I don't know how I didn't get through that. Trying one more time, and then this mission's almost completely impossible. Literally. So, we'll try. How did that follow me? Got him. And hello to everyone who joins the stream, by the way. In the middle of game currently. I'll get to whoever joins here as soon as possible. I couldn't beat him. This mission literally is made to be impossible. And yet they put it in the game. What's up, TF? If the Autobots got the red energon, give me 1 second. Getting kind of flustered with this mission and angry because apparently they made the bots so strong that you literally cannot stop them. Either that or I'm literally that inexperienced with the game. Let me think. Yeah, I guess I can do that. It's gonna be weird because I'm off the phone now with Restream, so guess I have to go back to paper and pen. Like I used to. So be right back. I'm just grabbing a pen. Have to save your other ideas, but I'm still working on some stuff. I'm behind on work, so especially after the flu. So after the stream, I've got a lot to catch up on. Alright. That is marked down. Now I got. Now I'm learning. Glad you could join the stream, TF. Yeah, maybe. Hello, Zeke. Great. nice to see that the first two people are the people that I motivated to doing what ifs. Okay. This chick's getting annoying. Very annoying. I blocked that. There's such a thing called cheating! So how are you guys doing? Plans for channel? How your New Year's going? Anything like that? And when we get enough people, I'll show the winner for this week's character figure vote. It's the first Saturday I've had off in quite a long time, so I didn't even work before this. So, yeah. Nice. Since I just finished those Descendants and Zombies movies, I don't know for Disney Plus what's next for me. I I would have to check on Disney what's next for me. All I know is that I've still got plenty to watch off there. I think Ice Age will be next. And I also got the Cybermen story and a bunch of other stuff. And once we get more people in, I'm actually going to talk more on what I was talking about in my post about doing Cybermen story and the few others I was talking about. But if Predaking obeyed Starscream, I believe that's saved. Yeah. But I believe I have it saved because I thought about that when I rewatched the show the middle of last year along with the Bayverse movies. Now she's just gonna block spam me? Yeah, you can't block forever. So, besides what I've been sharing about the Cybermen story, let's see. What else is there to talk about? Besides the fact that I posted something that explained a lot. Yeah, I'm on Reddit now, apparently. What if the dreads? I don't know what those are. What if Dewey died in Scream 1? I definitely don't. If Dewey was able to survive this long getting stabbed and attacked over and over and over again, killing him off right at the start, I feel would have been extremely unfair. I compared Dewey to Glenn in a lot of ways, because they both survived the, like, stuff that you would not expect any normal human being to be able to, and then still ended up dying. That's why I once made an intro and outro with Dewey and Glenn. then they probably just would have been extra minions. Scarier looking extra minions. And they probably would have died in the fight, especially like there were sentinels around and stuff. I don't know. It just feels like they wouldn't have lasted like too much longer. Wow, the Goku and Hit rematch in the tournament we never got? Nice! Should have made the Kamehameha red to be like a god Kamehameha. Would have been cool. And then they gave God Goku a Rasengan. Oh, so it really does do a lot of damage. Kept thinking it only did 2 damage. I'd be like, what? Bye, Hit. So yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the post, and I'm gonna be explaining it more whenever we get more people. But yeah, I'm on Reddit now. Someone in my recent Cybermen videos is like, hey, I saw one of your vids appear on Reddit, and I'm like, I'm on Reddit? And I didn't even try. So besides Discord, Patreon, here, and the Google Doc, I've apparently made a discussion going about my recent Cybermen video on Reddit. And I think that's freaking cool. Yeah, even if some comments are weird and sort of inappropriate, Frankly, the fact that one of my videos is even on Reddit in the first place, is good enough for me. Oh, I get to play as UI Omen? Oh, I get to play as Ultra Instinct. That's so cool. So yeah, once we get an hour in, we're gonna go ahead and check out the winner for this week's character figure vote. Zeno, can you be quiet? Yeah, it's nice to see that you two have gotten talking and that I got two people frickin' into making what ifs as well. And yeah, get more people like that in the future. Get the what if community to really frickin' pop up like crazy. As if. It's not patronize, it's patronize. Why do people say it like that? It's not patronize. Ah, I hate it whenever people say a word wrong. Is she just zigzagging in the air? I'm not into Ash Williams. Yeah, we'll give it another 15 minutes and then we will see. And I will show the winner. Okay, I'll be back. Alright. Got him. Unfortunately, spoiler alert, Zeke, the winner was close to being Bane, but no, sadly, Bane did not win. I did give you a general heads up about what it was going to entail. You still want to know more? If I gave every single little bit away that I don't do on the posts or stuff like that, then I'd be giving away the entire story. And plus, like I said, I don't know. I really can only give the updates that I can or when I post because it takes me till I do the story to get a general idea. It also gives me much more time to analyze what I'll be able to do with the story, make it better. Sometimes I even surprise myself with how I do the stories because I pull things in last minute. I'm like, dang, I never expected I'd be doing it that way. So it's best for 9 times out of 10 for all that stuff to be left to the imagination so it hypes people up more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you definitely seem excited. At least you're more excited than pushy, like that one comment um I got from best friend 3021 or whatever in a recent video post. That post that I did with the doctors from Dragon Ball and everything, that huge post that I did that Zeke, you commented on, um, he commented on it, and I think he got rid of his comment. He was asking again, when is What If Stu Survived coming out from frickin' Scream? And I'm like, I can't. He's been like, he hasn't been the excited pushy like you've been. He's just been straight up pushy. I'm just like, I I cannot promise you whenever it's going to happen. All I can tell you is that whenever I do it is whenever I do it. So, and I was just politely trying to tell the dude, like, hey, if you want to see it, you just have to be patient. Because, especially with the Cybermen story and what I'm going to be explaining afterwards regarding it, yeah, some of the stories are going to be on a hold off. Because the Cybermen story is, and going to be at the finale, a lot bigger of a story than I thought. So, honestly, you could be looking at the third part of the McQueen tale early. I'm not joking. The Cybermen story almost pretty much freaking made it that way. And it's not like all my stuff is pre-made. I always pre-make my projects, but it's getting them out. You know? Especially considering the fact I was down for the first part of this week of the flu. Yes, yes, you would be Supreme Kai, or should I say Naher, because that's his real name. Did that only just push the giant? It just pushed him. That ultimate Kamehameha blast. It just pushed him. It's like, oh, no big deal. Oh, no, no, I'm not going to say please. A Kamehameha. They didn't even give Anna Reza the frickin' wings in this game. I'm just gonna keep death beaming him. See, now I like it much better when you don't have to rage at a game and you can actually play the game and have fun. But when you rage at a game, you don't want to play it anymore and it feels like you wasted your time. And it's like, bruh. And I think that's almost why they make games, so that you do rage and that you can go back and play it more and more, and then they continue to make profit, you know? I do have people that ask me when I'm going to do a certain what if, and I just simply say, I always have a straight answer for those kinds of questions. It's just when I'm making stuff, and a certain project like the Cyberman is taking a long time, which it just came out, so it's not even taking a long time. But it's just stuff like that. I can't promise that projects are going to have a certain date if I'm having something going on. Especially if it's a long project, like the Negan and Madison and Rick stories, or the Dale story. The list goes on and on. I haven't had anybody ask me about my what ifs, mainly because I don't really have people that comment. They did, sure, it would be a little bit annoying. It's only annoying if they persist, and it's not like the good excited, it's the pushy. You know? It's the... See, TF's like the... TF Motion Freak is like the excited, like, type of pushy. Whereas some comments could just be straight pushy, or seem ignorant. Like, I don't know. Some people just do not pay attention to how the stuff works that you do on your channel, like for me, for example, and they just want the stuff out. They don't care.
That rip and just snapping out. It all works.
Will I, though? Will I really? Think I've suffered enough. Did you just interrupt me? Yep, you did. And now you're gonna die. He flew the frick away from that? Alright, a few minutes here, and we're gonna get the winner of this week's character figure vote. He flew away again? Jesus! What if Mech took both Bulkhead and Breakdown together? They only had a way to do one. So Mech's forces would have had to have been bigger, and I cannot figure out how they would have done that. I just thought of something. Give me a minute. I'm gonna do what if Eggman was in TFP? Eggman and Mech. Especially from the live actions. Alright. Get a pause in between this battle, and the winner for this week's character figure vote will be shown.
That pitiful display the most you can do.
So, this week's character figure vote winner is the reigning, defending, undisputed tribal chief, the OTC, your tribal chief as well, Roman Reigns. And Bane is the second place winner. Zeke, sorry. It looked like Bane was definitely inching very close to tying Roman Reigns. But I guess the fans don't lie as to who they like and what figure they like, so I just make the picks after. And it's nice to see people's opinions on my figure since I am not, I do not have a shelf yet to house them. Once that happens, the character figure votes are almost going to go fully away. These are just until then, and for something else for the channel. But as for the picture, since I cannot pull it up because this is a phone, and even if it is on Restream, I will show the picture this way, and then you guys will see it in the Discord, the Patreon, and the channel after the stream. So this is the picture for Roman Reigns. People are mostly recommending to me stuff I've already saved, LOL. Mostly have to think about more. Yeah, that you'll get that. And obviously you put what ifs onto my dock sometimes. I actually collect WWE figures, so at least call one of them one. Yes, I have been a fan of the WWE since the beginning of last year. I liked it even before then with John Cena and The Rock, but then I fully got into it last year. I've gotten into almost every character's fights, all the promos, all the main things, especially after WrestleMania 40. And I've been tied in with the channel and gotten a huge bunch of freaking merch and Now, hats and everything, yeah, it's one of the main things I'm into now. And Roman Reigns is pretty much one of my top characters. The OTC. As for putting the ideas there, that's also why I wanted to request access, not only to help you with like proper names and stuff, TF, but because some of the ideas that I come up with, especially, could be really influential in helping you too. But like I say, the main thing though is to make sure that if you do an idea like mine, or I do an idea like yours, that we do it differently so it doesn't, what would be the point in making the same idea with the same prospect? There, it'd literally just be a carbon copy. But yeah, Roman Reigns is the winner, and I'll be posting the picture of the character figure vote after the stream. Uh, with Bane being the first, uh, you know, person, and you know, TF. I know you're usually. I don't even know if you've ever voted in the character figure votes before, but Alright, as for the where'd he go comment, I hope that wasn't referring to me. Because, it did disconnect for a second. And I might have to repeat the comment that I did.
Don't tell me you're stupid enough to ignore the obvious implications. All we were getting from you. In that great time span, we saved warriors. Even with your own eyes. Come on. Get away. My pride. My promise. Seems in the domain of the gods. And use it like a conquered tyranny. Go and
So yeah, TF, I don't know if you've ever voted in the character figure votes before, but you might actually want to, starting this coming one whenever I post it. Because I got Cliff Jumper being one of the ones.
use it and new fight. It's like the first time.
Spoiled one of the characters in the vote, but hey, figured I'd tell you, TF, if you never voted in the character figure votes before, then that would maybe make you want to. But I doubt you haven't, right?
No more glimmer of faith in the dark. With his incomplete ultra instinct, all he's doing is delaying the inevitable. You called it incomplete. Don't tell me you're stupid enough to ignore the obvious. All we were given was turning the power. Yet in that brief time span, we saved warriors of the shadow. Time after time. You've seen it with your own eyes.
So is TF still here? Is anyone still here?
Fine as well. He's got Goku. Quick, Goku! You still can! Hurry up! Oh, just shut your mouth and watch.
Deep sucks. He has gone to sleep.
Yes.
Thomas of Plain State.
It's all good. I thought that crashing out for a second made it so, like, some people got kicked out or something. Okay.
That should be obvious. Joseph can reach these because he's not just fighting for himself. Fight for all. That's the difference.
So, along with being on Reddit now, I updated a tiny bit of my Patreon. Got an extra member or two on there now, so that's cool. And also, I just freaking lost.
And on the board, Mother missed it. Quite sure this will be his last appearance. Each time he defies his physical limits and forces himself up to God. Great limits won't refine peace. He has already pushed it. And with no morality, great the glimmer fades from his eyes.
Don't tell me you're stupid enough to ignore the agent.
All right. Yeah. Besides the fact that I'm on Reddit now, and trying to get more people to look on there, and the fact that that's awesome in of itself. I wanted to wait for Devin and a few others for this, but since the Cybermen story is getting so big now, to the fact that I'm actually going to do Dragon Ball Superhero, and the fact that I realized that even if it's 2 years old and some prospects of it aren't huge, I didn't think I'd be doing it so early after posting the return to the McQueenverse, but guys, looks like we're getting a part 3 very, very soon. So you guys are going to be seeing part 3 to the McQueenverse really, really soon. So, like, right after the Cyberman story, you guys are going to be seeing it. And I bet you guys have already seen the return to the story, right? Yeah, you guys have probably already seen the return to it. So there'd be no spoilers for it. So I don't have to worry about that.
Turns you fall. I do betray that trust. You to let all things happen. It's useless. Your ideals mean nothing in the face of my power. You do. That should be obvious. Goku can reach these facts because he's not just fighting for himself.
If you guys want a spoiler for that, and the return to the McQueen story after the Cybermen story, then I'd be happy to share a few things for you guys, since you guys have seen the return. And first, before I share anything, what did you guys think of the return of the McQueen story, and Dale and all that stuff? Oh, so you haven't seen it. Um, TF, up to you if you want me to, go ahead and give details about part 3 of the McQueen story, because right after the Cybermen story is done posted on the channel, you guys are getting that before any of the other stories. Oh, Goku actually won. Yay! Will you stop saying it like that? My god, Bulma, you don't need to sound like that. Jesus, Jiminy. Girl, I wish I was as rich as you. So, I'm wondering, since I still have a long minute and I'm right in the beginning of the Cybermen story, still have plenty of time to make Daima and Superheroes ending and properly end the story, along with make the McQueen Part 3 Walking Dead thing before the Cybermen story is over, and then I have to post the next story, which is already done. But regardless, I'm going to have to work on the next 2 stories, because that's what I said that I would do once the Cybermen story was over on the channel. So, what that means is my Skyquake and John Wick in the MCU stories, I'm going to be working on, like, next week is going to be very, very busy. And considering I was out for 3 days, I've got a lot of work to make up for. Since I'm done with Goku's story mode, I'm almost like done with games for today. You know what? I'm going to check out Disney Plus and I'm going to tell you guys what my plans are regarding franchises. So that way it gives us something else to talk about. Because, I just realized, since my screen is humongous on here, if you guys look up there, I just spoiled who all is in my freaking next character figure vote. Ah, jeez. Might as well just look up there. Bane, and then the 2 small ones, Lord Beerus, Cliffjumper, and Hulk. So yeah. But you guys are already gonna know who to vote for in that one. I didn't realize that I pretty much spoiled it with how big my screen is. It's okay. I find it more funny than anything. Hmm. I don't want to make a vote about it because that feels frickin' too much to ask, especially since I got way too much on my plate right now. So maybe I'll just make this a small question. Shh. Okay. That's that. Then there's that. Mm-hmm. No, I did not want that still there. Get off my watch list. So I have a few choices here. I'm not gonna make you guys decide with the Disney Plus, like, frickin' random TV shows, because I'm still doing movies first. I don't want to do the shows from Disney Plus yet, because I want to save those for last. Because those are longer and more extended. So I'm thinking of going between Ice Age, the Monsters University Inc., and then the Monsters, like, at Work thing, Wreck-It Ralph, and High School Musical and Teen Beach. Those are, like, Oh, and Wizards of Waverly Place. I'm thinking Ice Age next? Because that seems the most legit. Seems the most legit to just, not only for the channel, but just to go off of in general, you know? And then what else? Okay, so I mentioned Reddit. Mentioned Disney Plus. Are you... So Zeke, are there any what ifs that you're looking forward to? It could be from the doc or recent ones that I've done. Or am going to do. Probably say Ice Age or Wizards of Waverly. I would say I think I'm going with Ice Age. Just because there's freaking 5 movies. Plus 2 spin-offs, which I'm not gonna really be looking at. Unless the Buck spin-off freaking revolves, you know, Mommy Dinosaur and the kids and frickin' Rudy coming back, which I don't think it does, then I'm not checking them out. Plus, the voice actors are not the same except Buck's. So, I think I'm just going to be watching the movies and calling it a day. It's going to be a brief analysis, but it will be pretty sick to talk about, like, I'm going to be splitting it into 2 categories. How Shane would do if he was against Jigsaw, and what would happen to the Saw universe if he was with Jigsaw. So it's going to be a short, sweet, and simple analysis. I was thinking of making it a story, but it does not seem like the idea worthy of that. So got so initially the what if that guy, best friend, whatever, kept asking for over and over again, and he's probably going to keep on asking. what if Stu survived? That's going to be an analysis too, except it's going to be actually pretty freaking sick to talk about. And also, Matthew Lillard and get this. Matthew Lillard is coming back to Scream. So he's going to be in Scream 7. And apparently, Roman's actor, get this, Roman's actor, Roman from Scream 3, who literally got headshotted, is coming back too. Now, we don't know if it's actually Roman and Stu, or if they're going to do like a memoir to both of them. Because I feel like if they gave those two away, they might not be the killers. Because it just, I don't know, it just does not make sense. Because Matthew Lillard said himself that if he was in the movie, nobody would know. Or at least he would not tell them. He would not tell anybody. So maybe him and Roman are back from the dead, and they are coming frickin' after. The movie title specifically said that Scream 7 would be connected to Sydney's past. And Stu and Roman are connected to Sydney's past. Roman's her freaking half-brother. My only question is, how did Roman survive a headshot if his character is coming back? Granted, Troy Otto survived 2 blows to the head with a hammer and an exploding dam and still came out with just a bruised eye. So, if he could do that, I guess Roman can survive a headshot? If it's really Stu and Roman, which we'll know in exactly 1 year. 1 year to this day, February, is coming to theaters. Scream 7, so 2026. Point is, this Stu Macher what if is gonna hype up the idea that Stu could have come back at any freaking point in the series. His actor was in the second movie and nobody even knew it. He literally made a face reveal in the background and nobody saw it. And he was supposed to be the leader of a group of kids in a cult or whatever in Scream 3 instead of Roman being the bad guy, but that was dropped. So it was given to Roman that he was going to be Ghostface. So now, and as for the other Scream films, Scream 5 and 6 have already teased that Stu's coming back. My only question is, if Kevin Williamson believes that Stu is dead, and his actor's coming back, along with Roman's, then why? He must have had a complete 180, or, Matthew Lillard must have pulled some strings. Or maybe Neve Campbell came up with a really cool freaking idea. Again, we won't know unless a trailer drops, or until we get it in theaters. All I can say is that post that I made about who's going to be the killer in the Ghostface movie of Scream 7, I think that everyone who commented Stu in that poll is right. That's a lot of people. 90 votes in that frickin' poll, which is still up, by the way. So, it's a lot of people who I'm going to have to frickin' prove right. But yeah, after the Cybermen story is over, and then I make part 3 to the McQueen story, the Stu story is going to have to wait until after that. So, slight delay. But then stories are going to be coming and going like that, because the vast majority of the stories after the Cybermen one, at least on that list, are very short. But the new list, the black one that I made off my new phone, those stories are going to be different, because most of them are going to be decently long. So far this year, been building it up strong. Even though some moments have felt like not that strong. Like the flu and just small little moments here and there. But overall, still making it strong. The Google Doc is still growing every day. And like I said, immediately after this, even before, I'm going to say this right now, you guys won't see the poll or the picture for Roman Reigns or anything like that on the Discord, Patreon, or YouTube until a bit later, like an hour or something, even 2 hours later, because I still have to wrap up a video from last night and I have other stuff I gotta do. So by the end of the night, if I'm lucky, I'll be done with the Cybermen's ending. And then I can get on to, like, I'm gonna be working my butt off this weekend and next week to put the channel back in order. Because even when I was down and out, I still got videos out to you guys because channel comes first. Still got the 6 stories to do for this year that I spoiled in the 2025 channel trailer. Negan using Jason Voorhees, Clara surviving, Zombie Goku from the Heart Virus, Roman Reigns in The Walking Dead with Walker's group, Ironhide in Transformers Prime, and Banyu in the Ginyu Force. Just couldn't create a custom pick, so that's why in the trailer I just used a pick. There were plenty of custom picks that I could have just threw one in there. So that's just what I did. I'm just surprised that I ended up on Reddit of all places. Because on my most recent Cybermen video, I'm like, someone's like, hey, saw your video on Reddit and I really liked it. I'm like, what? I'm on Reddit? And I go there, and lo and behold, I search up Reddit, the Omniverse of Nick, and even though the title says I'm dying, what is this, what if? He was just like, he just thought the idea was silly. He wasn't making fun of it. But even if it grew a weird discussion, the fact that I even have a discussion going on Reddit is insane. If we could get more discussions like that on Reddit and everywhere else, then that means that this channel has already blown up on 5 platforms. So, that's huge. That's what I mean about making this the year. 2025 is still in its beginning phase, and we're doing good for the start. Even if it feels like some of it has dragged. Trying to think of what we can do here. Alright, this is going to be a long and extended outro to the stream, so don't worry, even though the stream is pretty much over, it's going to be extended because of what I'm going to say. For the outro at least. So, kind of a slow burner for the stream, but hey, that's alright, some of those you just get. But anyways, Roman Reigns is the winner. Again, I will not be posting the next vote or the picture for another hour or hour and a half because of what I still have to work on. But anyways, because of that, remember, anyone who did not join the stream, you can always check back. And those of you who did join, thank you. And remember to check out the Discord, the Patreon, and the Google Doc to support the future of the channel. All are now mainly on the homepage or bio, whatever the frick you want to call it. And even though there's no, link because there's no need, if you guys want, you can check out the Reddit posts on there. Or heck, make your own. Let's build up freaking Reddit for the Omniverse of Nick. Let's get something going there. Get like freaking, I don't know, we could get a fine line of like multiple like sites besides Reddit. Screw just Discord, Patreon, and the channel. I'm talking, we could get things like DeviantArt or it doesn't matter. Awesome sites like that. We could get killer frickin' like, conversations and fricking community stuff going on there. If we got like, if we start with Reddit being like the other one besides Discord and Patreon. We could definitely have something really big going. So I say we definitely start aiming for Reddit first. To try and grab people's attention to come here, because it's already grabbed a few people's attention and brought them here to the channel. So I say we keep going with that, and can always use your guys' help, because you guys got me here. We can definitely keep it going. And remember, Google Doc especially. You got any what if suggestions or expectations you want for this year? Comment them in the comment section, or anywhere. Discord, even now Reddit. Doesn't matter. I will see it and I will figure it out. And TF and Zeke, you guys definitely like I said, this could be your year too, because you guys got into what ifs. Heck yeah. You definitely start leaning to making this like the year, especially for frickin' what if ideas. And really hitting the grind with strong ideas. Heck, Zeke, even if you wanted to make a frickin' doc, I would totally support you, just like me and TF already frickin' made a doc. Because I helped him. And with all that, like I said, once I'm done rendering the little bit left of the Cybermen video, I will be posting the Roman Reigns picture and the next poll to all my socials. And after that, I'll be working on the ending of the Cybermen story, which will end me through the weekend and into next week, right at the beginning, to send the trailer for the McQueen story, the third part, for when it comes out. And I don't know if it's going to be as epic as the last trailer, because that one was pretty freaking epic. But I think it will be, once again, a live stream. So you guys will definitely want to be around for that. And would have liked it if King Devon or a few more people joined today, but hey. Yeah, we'll definitely see what happens. And with all that said, if you guys have not already, definitely check out the recent projects and stuff, the Google Doc and stuff like that. Especially if there's ideas you're really looking forward to seeing. Even if I do them out of order, there's no guarantees. That one that you might be looking forward to might not pop up on one of my lists that I make. So, yeah. I don't think there's too much else to catch up on. To Discord, Patreon, Reddit. Really, that's all I really need to say here. And that ends the stream. I will see you guys. Yeah, I'm not going to be gaming on the Discord for a while now, since I've got a lot to work on now. But I will see you guys in an hour or so on YouTube and all my socials again for the next poll and the picture and stuff. And then updates about what's going on with the stories. Basically, just stay tuned. You'll see what happens. And with all that said, I will see you guys later. Thanks for joining the stream.